Is this an overexposure of our presidency?
This particular, Mr. Sari, it's quite a difficult topic for me, right? Because, one part of me thinks that, if anything can be done to project Ghana, why not? Then the other side is like, well, the experts say it's not on. You say it? Yes, so I've followed the debates. The experts, security experts say no, right? So to the extent that I'm not an expert in this area, it means that basically it will be about my sentiments, right? Yes, what I think as an ordinary citizen. So I'm still a bit evolving in my thoughts, right? Because as I said, initially I was like, if it projects Ghana, why not? But at that time, and I hadn't heard the lyrics. Yes, because later on I heard the lyrics and I saw that the lyrics were that bad. So then it wasn't that much about projecting Ghana. Or better still, we say, well, we're being projected to maybe a certain segment. Because if you listen to the lyrics, he has a certain followership. Maybe, So I initially was looking at it like this is a global, putting Ghana more or less in the global picture, blah, blah, blah. But looking at the content, it wasn't going to appeal to people high up there. It's, the hip-hop and that, it's for a certain category of people. Right. Yeah, even you don't have hip-hop dominating the whole of America as such. It's for young people, for a certain black, predominantly, and all that. So, look, my final thoughts on it are that, look, if the experts say it's not on, let's go with it. Okay? Yes, because it's not everything that, as a lawyer, can have an opinion. And you see, what it does is that, and I'm happy, look, when I was listening to Senior Boabia Samuel, I was like, wow, is that the same man? You see, what it tells you then is that, when people are in power, it means that the other time, but now you're no longer in office as communication director. Because today, yeah, but today you've been very objective, very objective.
I'm always very objective.
Oh no, it wasn't like that today. Not that much today.
Tell him
when you were talking, I was like, hey, is this an NDC man talking? When you're talking, I was like, is this an NDC man talking or this? And then people, you've done well. You've done it. This is what we expect. Because look, the thing is that your people make it look like, if we vote for you, we can't criticize you. You see, today yourself, you say you're still in power, but at least now, because you're no longer in front line, you can be that objective. That's what we expect. It looks like some people, just because that is where they make bread and butter, they can't allow any criticism. See what you're saying. Very fine. You see, so there's anger. That's why I said, as soon as I said there was anger in the system based on what Senior Secretary, they are both senior lawyers. So, and I know Senior Boabia Samuel was also in the craft. You were JCR president, right? Then years later, I became JCR president, right?
Hall of Excellence.
Yes, and then, of course. So now these are the Kwafu squad from Senior Boabia, Professor Jampo.
Build the nation.
Oh yes.
Excellent. Right?
We feed the nation. We feed the nation.
Yes, you say it.
Right.
So there's anger. So that's it. That's the team. So everything that you do necessarily, yes, people will not be happy about it. So that tells the president that he should look at his posture and everything he's done so far, because almost everything is gone down the drain. Almost everything is gone. The only thing left standing is free SHS. So you see that any least mistake he makes, then people are pouncing on him. The least mistake, people are pouncing on him. You see it? Because as I said, looking at it, I share in the sentiments of Senior Boabia Samuel. Was it the thought that they deliberately did this so that they will get trouble? No. You can see that they intended well, but it's gone bad. So that's a warning to the president that this intransigence, he won't listen to anybody, he won't listen to anybody. You see where it's driving him to? Yeah. Where he's going, it looks like it's a journey of no return. Because I don't know, in the little period left, that's if he doesn't even resign tomorrow, I don't know how he's going to regain the confidence of the people. Yeah, it will take magic. I don't know how he's ever going to regain the confidence of the people. Now he's just on his own.
Must he care?
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's so obvious the presidency is not his personal property. No, it's not for his personal aggrandizement either. It's for the people. You go to Article 1 and it tells you that sovereignty resides in the people and that the powers should be exercised for the benefit of the people. So the president is a steward. But when your steward now turns around and wants to lord it over you like he's an imperial king, too bad. It means the king is naked. He's lost cause. That's why I keep saying that all these mistakes, and it's good Professor Jampo is here, I'm beginning to think that, look, maybe we should go back and look at the beginning of democracy, the model they were using, the direct democracy, where the people will gather in the assembly and take decisions from time to time. Yes, we should, when we go into the constitutional review, I strongly think that we should allow an opportunity for that, so that certain type of policies, the people will take part. And also even the whole model, this presidential hybrid system we are doing, no, it looks like the parliamentary system will be better. Because you see, so far, except Professor Mills, we kind of elect into office leaders who now become like strong men. A lot of the time, they wouldn't listen. They want to do what they want to do.
Especially in the second term.
Yes, then they crash us. That's why there is so much intransigence. It's like it's me. You see? And that's what brings all these problems. So, for me, I think that this mistake and all the anger, it tells you that we are not satisfied with this model. This model of our democracy is certainly not helping us, because we've just concentrated too much power in one man, and then he just runs us aground, has no apologies, there's no remorse for what he does. It's like it's him. And then some of our not so informed fellow citizens, you hear them on air, the man has been given 4-year mandate. No. It's subject to what? Good behavior. And it's also subject to listening to the people and ruling as the people desire. It's not as if when the people say they want aid, the president can always go on his own tangent. No, right? So this calls into debate the very foundation and the very kind of democracy we are running. Right. There's a big problem.
Right. Professor Jampo, I know you're also not an expert in this field of music, but I see you watching the video and smiling. You must be admiring Meek Mill's.
Well, not exactly. I mean, the way and manner we exposed our Flagstaff House and
you mean our Jubilee House?
Our Jubilee House. And the brazen manner with which we've done that is what got me quite amused. Ghanaian musicians cannot go film the U.S. White House in any music video. You can't do that.
You know that for a fact.
You can't do that. You go and then you enter and you film a music video there. You can't do that, please. And we saw how cruel national security was to Caleb Kuda, who attempted to film abandoned vehicle. We saw that as a security issue, and he had no business filming those abandoned vehicles. I think that if we are not being hypocritical as a nation, then I do not see why anybody can even rationalize or justify what went on. In my view, it is a monumental desecration of our national monument, and regardless of the great intentions behind it, we did not have business exposing our seat of government the way we did through that video.
Do you call it an exposure or an overexposure?
Well, it is an overexposure, not a common exposure. My senior brother Yabu Asamoah can talk about videos and films and pictures being taken at the front view of the seat of government. That is fine, but not to get inside and to show people corners and exit places and places that people can go hide if there is trouble. And I mean, it is in these days of terrorist attacks and people trying to find information as to how they can strike, we are just lucky that we've still been spared. I think we have no business exposing ourselves, the way we did through that video. And it was a serious security lapse and an indiscretion on the part of those handling our national security. And, well, who are we to tell the president to crack the whip? because even just common reshuffle he's not been able to do.
No, he's actually done one. He's reshuffled a caretaker minister.
He's reshuffled a caretaker.
Yes.
We've gone past reshuffling. Cut down.
Common reshuffle, it will have to take the resignation of people before he thinks about doing that. So if this man cannot reshuffle, how do you expect him to crack the whip when there's been such serious security lapse? He will not do it. And so we are left on our own. We will have to, I think Martin hinted about that, we have to rethink our constitution and also think about how we would handle governments who have served or who are on their way out. If you look at the posturing of the current government, it appears that, look, we don't care, we are on our way out, so do whatever you please. And it is unfair to Ghanaians to be told that, look, you voted for us already. After all, we are going, we are not seeking elections again, and so we'll do anything we please. It is important. We've taken a review of our constitution and allowed the report to be kept on shelves to gather dust. That is who we are, because we are always plagued with the challenge of policy discontinuity. If you didn't start it, you don't want to continue. And we are a nation that is always starting anew. That's why we are where we are. But I'm thinking that the review of our constitution process should also take into consideration some of these posturings of government that does things as if to say that we don't care, you can go to hell. And the president's own comment in his response as to his failure to do some infrastructure, points to the direction I'm pointing at, that it appears that we don't care. We have allowed it. They came to film our national monument and exposed the so what. Even if you look at the response from the seat of government and then some of the comments from those who speak for government, it points to that fact. And I think we must set up as a nation, and there should be a certain elite consensus. Even if you are not reviewing our constitution, there should be a certain elite consensus as to the kinds of things that leaders who have served their terms and they are on their way out, the kinds of things that they can do and the kinds of things that they can't do, and what we can do also as a citizen to keep them in check, because it's becoming too much.